What's good, y'all? Today we're going to be watching $13 million NFL rookie catches girlfriend cheating. She refuses to leave his mansion case study. So this is about to give us a full picture of what happened to put bro in this situation. I forgot his name, but his face. I remember his face. He was going out with that girl that she ran track. He caught her cheating, and then now she don't want to leave his crib. I mean, understandable. At this point, you know, you just missed out on 13 M's, shawty. You done fumbled the whole bag because you couldn't stay away from the meats. But that only tells me one thing, that you were always destined for the streets. And I'm pretty sure they were engaged. You're engaged and you're still cheating. And your fiance is going to make 13 M's? Just like the wise words of J. Cole, don't save her, she don't want to be saved. Bro, send her back to the streets, bro, where she wants to be. Maybe I'm gassing it. Maybe they gonna say, oh, she didn't cheat and it was all a misunderstanding. Who knows? I doubt it, but who knows?
Passion, promise, and gold-digging greed. All surrounding a young man with a bright future, fulfilling his dream of making it to the NFL and experiencing the glory of the Super Bowl all in his rookie season.
Yeah.
On the big stage, Kansas City scored 3 touchdowns, and out of those 3, he reeled in 2 receiving touchdowns for the team.
Here's Mahomes. Loading it up. Got to take a shot. Has Worthy open.
Yeah.
He's got it. Worthy, a big play.
But off the field, he had her. And where there's money, there's motive. They crafted the image of a picture-perfect love story. Social media celebrated.
She acting like she put together a murder mystery. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like she would be the type to murder that man. If I can't have you, no one can. You fumbled 13 M's. You like, bro, you're supposed to be a track star. He a football star. Y'all supposed to have NFL, NBA bound children, and you fumbled the bag. I digress. Let me chill.
Celebrations, diamond rings, a lifestyle of luxury. But behind the glitz and glamour lurked a betrayal that will bring it all crashing down. A woman with an evil plot, a career on the line, and a shocking twist the NFL's rising star never saw coming. Meet Xavier Worthy, star wide receiver, NFL rookie,
Turn up.
the Kansas City Chiefs' new it guy. He's got the talent, the speed, and a $13 million contract.
13.7.
But what he didn't have?
13.
A good radar for red flags. And then there was Tia Jones, the track star with an Olympic dream.
Hey, don't put them sound effects in the background. I don't want to hear them sound effects, bro. We already know what she did. She can't stay away from the meats, bro. She a meat demon, bro. She just can't. She can't control herself. She see the meat, she need to jump on it. You feel me? She like a rodeo legend.
Dream that, well, let's just say,
At least wait till y'all get married. You feel me?
But what was on the rise? Her new title, NFL WAG. Because the moment Xavier's draft stock rose, suddenly did Tia's interest. Now, when Xavier first noticed her and slid into her DMs, crickets, tumbleweeds. In her own words, she was dry, wasn't interested, and went on to ignore him. But fast forward to December 2023,
nasty
Texas won the Big Ten championship, and suddenly Tia was seeing visions from a fairy tale at a Texas restaurant when she bumped into Xavier, claiming God set it all up so she can, quote, meet her man.
And you are a fiance.
Okay.
You're a wag.
Yeah.
It's a rock. Period.
Uh-huh.
So how did you guys meet? How did we end up here?
Okay, so
You know she got to be mad. She go on to some talk show about whatever, and they're talking about her man instead of her. Y'all remember she's a track. She do track. She a little track star herself. But they talking about your man. They ain't even talking about you. Maybe that's why she cheated. Maybe she's jealous. Jealousy is strong, bro. Jealousy is strong. Let's see.
another funny story. He DM'd me before, but I didn't respond.
Why about to do the head too?
I didn't respond because it's Instagram.
Yeah.
Swipe in, swipe out, double tap, swipe out. It was one of them. And then time went by. I moved to Texas to train with my coach in track and field. Like everybody don't train at universities. You move to different states to train with your coach. So I moved to Texas, and he was going to UT at the time, and we met at a restaurant. I saw him at a restaurant. I'm driving.
So random.
Random. I was going to a friend's dinner and I was so late. I'm talking about makeup wasn't coming together. Hair wasn't coming together. It was just one of the moments. It was just horrible. And I'm like over here wondering why. I really feel like God just aligned it up the way it did. And I'm so late. As I'm driving, all of a sudden, two cars and jump in front of me, cutting in front of me, and it was him and his partner. And I'm behind the car like, this stupid. And I'm like, y'all gonna make me like this girl gonna hate me.
Bruh, she need to shut up. Come on, let's get to the juicy part, bruh. You talking about God set it up. God ain't set it up, right? It's a match made in hell. You feel me? God did not set that up. The devil set that up. You was sent to throw bro off his mission. You feel me? Let me speed this up.
So I realized we'd been in the same corners as he been in with me. And then we both pulled up to valet and he get out the car and I was trying to hurry up and get to valet first to give him my keys so I can go inside. I was gonna say something to him to slick, like you need to slow down. But then I got out the car and that man got out there.
No, she's lying. She's lying. He was in a Hellcat or some crazy whip. And then that made her be like, oh, I need to get there so I can see him. Whatever guy this is. That's probably what was really happening. Let's not cap. Let's not lie. Then you probably went home that night and searched up that man's stats. You saw his stats and you was like, dang, he was in my DMs. I should have locked in.
But I ran back to that car. I ran back to my car so quick. I said, oh, I know that man.
Like, actually, you could hit me.
I ran back to my car.
Wait away.
Everything I thought I was going to say, what I was going to do went out because I saw him and I was like, I know.
Tragic. Because she fumbled the bag, but you see these girls right here, this girl right here, and also this girl right here. Bro, they would do anything to be in her position. They would do anything to be in her position, and they probably wouldn't fumble it. So, shawty, your man is gone. He's gone, shawty. He's sending you back to the streets.
Know who that is. And he saw me like, I've been looking for you. Because when we talked about it down the line, he was like, he DM'd me before and I was kind of dry. And he was like, I was gonna try again. And he was like, coincidentally, we saw each other that day. And then he was just a gentleman. He asked me out on a date.
3 months later, the two officially became a couple, just 1 month before Xavier was selected in the 2024 NFL Draft by the Kansas City Chiefs in the first round.
Come on, bruh. Sad part is he probably really thought he found his one because he was like, oh, she was with me before I was in the NFL. But no, bro, she went home that night, she looked up them stats, bro, and now she trying to get in your bag, bro.
Man, bro, my time. That's all I'm thinking, my time. Just ready to see where I'm going to go. It's crazy not knowing where you're going to go, and you just a couple seconds later, I'm going to a whole other city, so it's crazy. I'm ready to live.
Welcome to the NFL Draft in Detroit.
It's the deep threats, it's the post route, it's the go balls. But this probably got him into this first round talk because when you run a 4.21 and you're the fastest guy in combine history, your name is everywhere. Yeah, his stock definitely
Fastest guy in combine history? Holy, I ain't know all that.
rose after running.
Hey, this is Brett Leach from the Kansas City Chiefs. How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good. Hey, I just want to let you know that we just made a trade here. We're gonna be on the clock soon, and we're gonna make you the newest member of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. You excited?
Yes, sir.
The Buffalo Bills have traded the 28th pick to the Kansas City Chiefs. With the 28th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the back-to-back Super Bowl champions Kansas City Chiefs select Xavier Worthy.
Yes, sir.
The Chiefs still fresh Super Bowl success, prepping in the offseason for their third run, and of course, Xavier was excited to be fulfilling his dream. A long way from his early beginnings in Fresno, California, raised by a single mother as the big brother of 2 younger sisters. As a son husband, he definitely felt the pressure to take care of his mother and sisters.
Wondering where you at, or who could you be with? No, I'm not possessive, but you're mine. Okay, I'ma let you live, no shame.
3 months after Xavier got drafted by Kansas City.
Okay, Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they just say that they started dating 2 months before he was drafted, and now he's proposing 3 months after he was drafted? Don't that equal 5 months of being together? That's too quick. That is way too fast, bro. You don't even know this girl for real, bro. And when you first hit her, she dubbed you nasty. And the only time she started to probably lean into it a little bit is when she saw you pull up in a Hellcat. And that's what made her act right. Never the one, bro. Trust me.
Boom.
Plenty of fish
A
in the
proposal.
sea.
And just like that, Tia Jones was sharing with everybody she secured the bag, or so she thought.
Bro, you could do all this and still get cheated on. You could do all this and still get cheated on, bro. Like, at that point, you might as well not even try. Like, bro, 13 M's? You see everything he doing right here? See all this? You could do all of this and still get cheated on, bro.
The two went on social media to announce their engagement and the purchase of a home. Tia told everyone they bought a home together, except she conveniently left out one tiny detail.
He bought the home, and you just living in it. That's the detail.
Didn't own a dime of that house.
Tight.
It was all Xavier's. But that didn't stop her from flaunting on social media, where she made content and even convinced Xavier to create joint social media accounts with her to vlog their new lives together.
Watch me rearrange. This is the primary guest bed. It's basically like a second master room. So I'm just gonna rearrange the bed because the TV's right here. Put the mattress down. Hopefully we're gonna see some decorations and stuff in this video too. I'm thinking this is gonna be a 2-part video because the movers are coming to set up the theater room on the east wing. So.
You didn't know there was a special type of wiring for the internet in your new mansion? Football wives gotta hold it down when hubbies are gone. We up and running now. She wasn't holding it down at all. Soft grip. You feel me? Weak hands. You know what they say, diamond hands? You don't got them diamond hands, shawty. Hands weak. You didn't hold nothing down. Anyway. She probably had hella niggas running.
You may know us for our beignets and beads.
Second lines and seafood. Parties and po' boys.
But what makes this city so unique is not just what we're known for, but who we are and what we're made of.
Strangers who make you feel like family with something as simple as a warm smile.
Culture that is neither appropriated nor fabricated.
These are the moments that we play for. These are the moments that we play for.
As Kansas City had their eyes set to make history in their third consecutive Super Bowl, Xavier continued to work hard with his team, and soon they traveled to New Orleans, Louisiana for the big showdown against Philadelphia. Xavier tried to stay focused, but was also going through some issues at home with a woman he had seriously been in a relationship with for only a year. See, Xavier started noticing some, let's call them suspicious activities. So in a move that was surprising but certainly understandable as a young man with millions on the line, he did what had to be done. He hired a private investigator. And what did he find? His fiancée that was posing all on the Kansas City sidelines, soaking up all the attention with the other NFL girlfriends and wives, was indeed cheating on him.
We knew it was coming, but tragic. You out there missing for, a week or whatever, how long it takes you to go to these different states and stuff to play football, and your girl can't keep her legs together, bro. It don't make any sense, bro. Like, lock in. Like, there is no way bro's out there working, bringing home meals, and you can't keep your legs together, bro.
Okay, so come with me to Dana Life as an NFL wife. They are in training camp.
NFL fiance. Let's reel it in a little bit.
Right now, baby's in camp. He's already getting prepped and prepared or whatever.
After parading around the social media streets, calling herself a new NFL wife, Xavier confronted his fiancée, told her game over and she had to move out his house. He even agreed to help Tia get an apartment. But Tia, oh no. She was not giving up on the lifestyle without a fight. Instead of packing her bags, she packed a punch. Literally. She attacked Xavier, jumped on him, and even ripped out his hair. But here's where it gets real.
How you cheat on me and you attack me? No, bro, you fumbled. And this is probably the first time that she's ever did anything like that to him. So he was probably like, bro, like, I really don't even know who you are. That you need to, like, understand people's inner workings before you start, proposing to them. You feel me? And I guess, proposing is different from actually getting married. You feel me? So maybe he was like, I'm gonna propose to her, and You know, we'll get married 2 years from now, a year from now. You know, if everything plays out right. So I guess it ain't too crazy.
Dirty. Because what does an evil, entitled, scorned woman do when she realizes her ATM is kicking her out and she refuses to leave? Well, no, of course she didn't take accountability for cheating on her boyfriend while he was practicing for the Super Bowl. Accountability? What's that? I guess kryptonite for Tia. No, instead of taking accountability for not just cheating on Xavier, but attacking him when he told her it was over, Tia decided to play the victim. The police came to the house. Xavier didn't want any negative attention that would jeopardize his job and endorsements, so he just said he wanted his fiancée out of the house and didn't want to press charges. Well, guess who pressed charges instead? You guessed it, Tia. Tia came up with a whole different story. She told police that Xavier attacked her and she wanted to press charges. The responding officers took her word and Xavier Worthy was arrested.
No.
That break.
She was like, I can't have you. I can't have this 13 M's. You can't either, bro. Because he probably wasn't even mad like that. He was probably like, bro, I just made 13 M's. I don't care what. I don't care. You feel me? Get out the crib. I caught you cheating. Yes, I hired a private investigator. Get mad. Don't care. But you got to dip.
News coming out of Texas, where Kansas City Chiefs player and Fresno native Xavier Worthy has been arrested. Public jail records from Williamson County show the incident happened yesterday. Worthy was booked in jail for allegedly assaulting a household member or a family member by impeding their breathing or circulation. This comes just weeks after the Fresno native and Central High graduate made his return to the Valley, where more than 4,000 fans lined up to meet him during a free event at Granite Park in Central Fresno.
Suddenly, the Golden Rookie wasn't just at risk of losing his reputation. He was facing jail time, his NFL career, and endorsements. Millions. Tia refused to leave his house, so she ran down to the courts to get a restraining order in an attempt to lock him out of his own mansion. A judge immediately granted her that temporary restraining order, but when the receipts started rolling in, it didn't take long for the investigators to realize that the real aggressor wasn't Xavier. It was Tia. Turns out she was the one attacking him. Her whole story? Fake. So good news for him, the case was dropped.
All right, thank you, Tommy. A Kansas City Chiefs rookie and former Texas Longhorn football player is no longer facing charges after being arrested in Williamson County.
Yeah. My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get.
We told you earlier today that Xavier Worthy had been arrested on a felony domestic charge. Now one of Worthy's lawyers says the DA has declined prosecution of the case. Williamson County online jail records Saturday showed that Worthy was arrested Friday by deputies and held in the county jail. His charge, assault on a family or household member. Now in a statement after his arrest, Worthy's attorney said he was innocent of the charge against him, claiming the allegation was made by a woman living in Worthy's Williamson County home who had, quote, refused to vacate the residence and made a number of extortive efforts after the, quote, discovery of her infidelity.
Bomb.
Xavier wasn't done yet, though, because after nearly losing everything and having a bunch of people come at him on social media over Tia's lies, he decided to sue her for her shenanigans. Yeah, now Xavier is suing.
That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see, bro. A restraining order and keep bro out his own crib that he paid for. Y'all not even legally married. You're a fiance. You have no rights to that house, my friend.
Tia for theft, assault, and defamation.
Yeah.
And Tia, she finally left the mansion, but not before stealing thousands in cash and jewelry. Over $300,000 worth of jewelry was missing, his property was damaged, and tens of thousands of dollars in cash was stolen. In the lawsuit, Xavier said rather than leave and separate...
Ain't no way you took $300,000 worth of just items because you cheated on me. Let's lock in. Do better.
Amicably, Tia became enraged and engaged in a series of abusive, extortive efforts against Xavier. She destroyed his game room, including his gaming desk and console, a PlayStation 5, and the key to his Rolls Royce. Then she assaulted him, scratching him in his face and ripping out his hair. I mean, big chunks of hair. He had to shave all his hair off. Then she told police a completely different story, got him arrested, ran down to the courthouse where she lied to a judge to get a temporary restraining order, went back to his house where she continued as the Tasmanian devil she is, stole his money and jewelry, ruined his reputation, and almost ruined his career forever. So he's suing her for damages. $250,000 to $1 million is what he's looking to be awarded. And he also requested a temporary protective order against Tia to stay away from him.
Yeah, go find a dude that you was cheating with. Let him pay them court fees for you, bruh. Let's see how that one plays out.
In his property. You know who I thought about as soon as I heard this ridiculous story? Travis Hunter. Same age as Xavier Worthy. Xavier entered the NFL last year, and Travis is about to enter the league in a couple of weeks. Both of them foolish for proposing to two thought bucket gold diggers who they reached out to on social media and ignored them.
It's too similar, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, she at least had more going for her than her. Like, she's just there. Like, she really just in the way. You feel me? her, like, she actually ran track. She's prettier than her, honestly. So she could probably find a better man than she could. You feel me? Because ain't nobody rocking with her. Like, that's over with. You lose him, you lose it all, shawty. It's all coming crashing down. You feel me? It's back to the streets for real.
Until they realize their earning potential. And it's also not lost on me that both women bragged about keeping them on ice.
How do we meet, babe, for real?
What you mean, how do we meet?
How did we meet, for real?
I shot myself on Instagram and she dubbed me.
And I didn't dub. I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. He DM'd me before, but I didn't respond. He DM'd me before, and I was kind of dry.
Both of them getting cheated on by these women while they're on the sidelines posing as supportive girlfriends. And for both guys,
and they want to sound like they're bigger than you. That's the problem. Like, yeah, he DM'd me, but I put him on the sideline. He DM'd me, I ain't respond. He DM'd me. Like, they want to make themselves bigger than you, bro. And that is an L just off rip. Like, you already know that she on some bull, dog.
Too soon to be willing to sign away millions of dollars for relationships with more red flags in a flag football tournament. Let's be real. Xavier was a fool for proposing in the first place. First of all, she didn't want you from the beginning. You didn't become her type until it was clear you'll be in the NFL draft. Then you proposed within months. Another dumb move. A man with money don't go around doing this. That's desperate behavior you may see for men under the poverty line, right above it, or in some kind of financial struggle. But men that gotta use marriage for a financial come up is a clear sign of a low value man. And in this case, Xavier was the one with the money. A lot of money. So much potential. Millions on the line with the NFL. The last thing he should have been doing is getting married. That and getting a woman pregnant. None of it makes sense. I don't understand why these guys do this. They make babies or get married to women that didn't want them in the first place. They already know you won't be in the house with them because most of the year you're going to be on the road traveling to and from games or training somewhere. As a pro athlete at the top, you're never going to be home. And financial predators like Tia, that's what they like. They get to live this luxurious lifestyle without you being around majority of the time, giving her the room and opportunity to cheat on you. And please don't think Tia is the only one. Tia is the norm. A lot of these NFL, NBA wags are out here cheating. They cheat the whole time while living it up on the pro athlete's dime. And 9 times out of 10, they flip the script, catch him cheating, use that as the excuse to end the relationship when they've been cheating the whole time, then use his infidelity for more child support, alimony, you know, the big settlement. They go around on social media or anywhere they can find a camera, presenting themselves as a victim, the long-suffering girlfriend or wife that was cheated on. That's their tactic to gain support from other women in the media who all give her the green light as she robbed the man she was also cheating on. Let me tell you, these athletes should not be getting married and having children until they retire, when they actually have time for a wife and children. You know how many football players can't even attend their own son's football games because their seasons run around the same time? They miss a lot of events because they're working. And oftentimes, their own success is used against them. So it's like they're not really there and they're married to somebody that don't even like them, they can't get along with them, but don't really realize it or have to confront the issue until they're retired. Then soon after, there's a divorce. Or they're forced to deal with it while he's still playing and divorce papers show up claiming he was cheating and demanding half, when she was more than likely cheating too but did a great job hiding it. You know, just like Tia thought she was doing, until Xavier hired that PI. And as dumb as all his other moves were, hiring the private investigator was the smartest decision he made. Hey, at least Xavier is smarter than Travis Hunter. I mean, Travis is a complete fool. All the red flags.
He got that crazy tattoo on his neck though. Crazy tattoo on his neck, bro. Bro got the one of one neck, bro. No, one of one neck? No, bro. That was a bad tattoo, I'm not gonna lie. But it seemed like he's not the best at decision making. Like, he's probably not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Because ain't no way you fell for that one, bro. And she was probably really pressuring him, like, yo, no, you should propose to me. Like, I will be together forever. Like, I love you. Like, she probably was really on his sack, bro, to get married or have him propose. She was like, it'll be so perfect. And then boom, as soon as you in another state, she's sitting at home by herself. She got niggas running through the crib. Let's lock in. Do better.
Decision he made. Hey, at least Xavier is smarter than Travis Hunter. I mean, Travis is a complete fool. All the red flags are literally slapping him in the face, steady trying to convince everybody that he's winning and all is well in Hunterville.
All is well in Hunterville.
These guys are obviously playing stupid games, so the stupid prizes they'll win include foolishness like extortion, defamation, betrayal, DV, cheating, and possibly destroying your whole life. You know how many of these athletes ended up behind bars over false allegations, kicked out of the NFL for false allegations, and some even ended up in the dirt, all behind Jezebel. But hey, it's the same old game, same play, different players. At some point, you have to watch the film, learn from the mistakes of others instead of running into the same trap. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this below.
All right, y'all. That was a crazy video. I feel like I got a lot more details about the situation that I didn't have before. But when you get to a certain point, it's like, I don't want to get a girl after I'm rich because she not going to love me for me. Mind you, even the girls that you talk to before you're rich, they already plotting on you being rich. There's anything I can tell you for both of them, if neither one of y'all made it to the NFL and y'all just, it was like, oh, NFL dream's dead. Can't go to the NFL. Your girl's leaving you. You want a story where it's like, oh yeah, she was with me before I was famous, so like she never gonna do me wrong. It's respectable. It's like, okay, I want somebody that actually rock with me, someone that actually loves me. Mind you, you're choosing the girls that you DM them and they was dubbing you, and they going around on social media talking about how they dubbed you. Bro, you should not be getting married too soon, especially as a NFL, star or just any type of sports, because you're not going to be home 24/7. You're like gone half the year. So now you leave your wife to sit at home with all your money that you spent, that you're out there bleeding, blood, sweat, tears for. And now she getting her back blown out by the pool man. As if there's anything I could say, find a shorty with self-control and don't get married until you know that she the right one. And more people should hire private investigators. That was a smart play. I know damn well somebody on his team said that to him. Be like, yeah, no, like I feel it, like y'all locked in, but before you marry this girl, like before papers are signed, no harm done if she not doing nothing. But if she is, now you catching her. So more people should do that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy bro found out that his girl was cheating before them papers were signed. And I hope bro has a successful career. I hope to see her online down bad, down sad, because she fumbled the bag. That is like a generational curse you just put on your whole family. Like, you generational fumbles. Your dad mad at you, your mom mad at you, your friends mad at you. Bro, everybody in your life is mad at you right now because you couldn't keep off the meats. If she can't keep off the meats, send her back to the streets. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that other shit, and peace.